the new jumper for the NAB Cup. What do you think?
Very good. We've gone back to the traditional hoops, and I think we're wearing the red one this week, and looks very nice. Not on me, but it's a very nice jumper.
How's the body doing at the moment?
Yeah, pretty good. Obviously, had a little bit of surgery off season, and been working pretty hard in the gym to get the leg strength back, and been training the last probably 2 weeks, so feeling pretty fit.
Was it almost a relief when you made the decision to pull up on the season and have the surgery, because then that's it, it's done, and you can look forward to a new season and give it a real go with a body that's working?
Yeah, yeah, I suppose it was a little bit. I wanted to sort of keep going to see if we could make the finals, and once we were mathematically out of it, it's probably better to just pull the pin, and I think it's been pretty beneficial. I've done probably 6 weeks, I think, ahead of where I am last year, so it's all good.
Do you worry that you won't be able to get back to, I suppose, the best footy, which was so good when you were able to play it?
No, I don't think I'm worried about it. I've had a lot of chats with Macca, and I know what to expect from him. He knows what to expect from me, and as long as I'm playing my role for the team, I think I'm going to be happy with that, and he's going to be happy with that.
Monday's match simulation, what did you learn from your body, or is there anything you took out of it?
I probably learnt that it feels a lot better. I did a fair bit of work on the GPS, and it's probably the most work I've done all pre-season, so pulled up pretty well from that, and do probably not much today, and hopefully play half tomorrow.
Given your injuries, Adam, could it be a case of a full season for you now being, say, for example, 15 or 16 or 17 games?
Yeah, it's more of a management thing and how I'm feeling sort of week to week. It's feeling good at the moment. Having said that, I haven't played a full game with contact and that, so I think as long as I'm feeling good week to week, we'll sort of manage it.
Sort of got the impression from the club last year that your knee was never going to get sort of a whole lot better than what it was last year. It was just going to be a case of, you know, a bit like last season, you'd be alright for a period of time and sort of have to deal with it. Is that the case, or?
Well, it's probably not going to be 100%. In saying that, what I had done in the off season to take a little bit of pressure off the kneecap has seemed to work pretty well. So, like I said, it's just a management thing. I'm not the only guy who's played with injuries, and a lot of guys have done it in the past. So I've been working pretty hard with the medical staff over the last sort of 10-12 weeks to put a good plan in place for when the season starts.
What specifically was the problem, Adam?
Well, I fractured my kneecap obviously a few years ago, and I've just been having a little bit of pain over the last couple of years from that. So I think what I had in the off season to take a bit of pressure off has worked well.
What happened in surgery?
I'm not 100% sure. You probably have to ring the surgeon and ask him. So sorry. Doing up in my face there.
Would you like to play some part in the NAB Cup though?
Yeah, obviously if I want to play round one, I've got to play probably 2 or 3 games. I don't think I'll play the first game because I haven't done enough work. So I'll play tomorrow and then build up from there.
Well, it'd be important to sort of play some NAB Cup games, get sort of psychological bit of confidence in the joint heading into the season as well.
Yeah, it's more to do with match fitness as well.
Yeah.
There's no fitness like match fitness, so I found out on Monday that you've got to be pretty fit out there, and the guys have been working really hard, so it's more about just getting that continuation in the training leading up to games.
Do you still have that burst that you've always had?
I certainly hope so, yeah.
Adam, does it get frustrating? It's a pretty popular talkback topic, whether Adam Cooney will get back to his best. It's hard for you to deal with your injury and all that speculation. How do you sort of deal with that?
It's more the internal stuff from Macca and the coaching staff that I'm most worried about. And they've reassured me that as long as I'm doing everything right in the gym and out on the track, that I can still play well for the team. And it's more about just playing my role for the team rather than trying to be best on ground every week. As long as I'm doing the things that the coach expects. Then.
With your role, what will the split be between forward and midfield this year? Have you spoken about that?
It's probably going to depend on how I'm feeling. Obviously, weeks I'm going to be feeling better than other weeks. So I'd hope to be spending probably 60 to 70% in the midfield.
Were you disappointed not to be in the leadership group this year, or is it an opportunity just to focus on getting yourself right?
I think it's more of an opportunity for me to get my body right. I had probably last year I struggled with I suppose mixing the two together. I was struggling probably mentally as well. And that affected my leadership. So I think this year is just a chance to freshen up and concentrate on my body. And if I'm playing some good footy, you never know what happens down the track.
I think the coach said at the time about you not being in the leadership group, there were a few issues in that regard you sort of needed to work on. Can you sort of tell us anything about that when he's spoken to you?
Yeah, it was probably more, had a lot to do with my attitude, I suppose, the second half of the year. I was pretty down. Obviously, I suppose it's embarrassing when you can't play as well as what you think you can and your body's not holding up. So my attitude probably dropped off within the group, and my leadership dropped off there. So it's more of a case of me just being positive.
And I guess as a surgeon spoken to you, I mean, you're still quite young. You've had quite a bit of work done on the knees. The surgeon spoken to you about long-term effects as a positive?
No, not too much.
Yeah.
I suppose I'll deal with that when footy's finished. So hopefully I'll play for another 6 or 7 years before that happens.
Heard James Fantasia talking yesterday about the effect of your comeback and also Brian's comeback having a positive impact on the morale of the team. Have you noticed that out there on the park in training?
I've heard in the media that I think Cooney mentioned that Brian was back out, and it does lift the group, and it's good to have him back out there. That's for sure. He's a pretty important part of the team, and it's just good being out there. It's a good feeling. It's better than sitting on the bike all day, and that's what we're here to do: play footy. So when you can get out there and make an impact, it's certainly good.
You've known her.